dead. Yeah, get some. Loot your corpse and steal all your goods. What do we got here? 9 gold. That's some bullshit. Oh, hey, Skyrim. So yeah, been playing this anyways. Review whatever thingy happens. Go watch that. I'm gonna keep playing. Man, that was. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is the next game in a long line of the Elder Scrolls games. And although the stories are usually pretty interconnected and there's a lot of reoccurring themes and plots and stuff, they usually take place like hundreds of years apart and in different areas, so you can jump in at any point, and you don't have to play any of the old ones. If you didn't play the last one, it's not like, oh, I'll be completely lost for this one. I personally jumped in around Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, but you can jump in at any point. Like, you can jump in right now, or you can wait to the next one. But don't! I think I can start off this review basically by telling you I really like this game. There's no reason to hide it till the end. Like, will he, won't he? No, I really like this game. The plot of Skyrim revolves around you, basically the player, who's whoever you want to be. A man, woman, fish person, cat lady, orc, whatever. Basically, you are on some sort of prison transport being taken to be executed. It's never really explained how you got there or whatever. Like most of the Elder Scrolls, it's like, hey, you're here, you don't have really a plot. You kind of make that up as you go, however you want your character to have ended up at that point. That's how he got there. Essentially, you're a prisoner, and they're about to execute you, and for war crimes and whatnot, because you're caught up in something that's bigger than you and some weird faction thing, and they're about to chop your head off, and then a dragon shows up and blows everything up. So obviously, you run away from the dragon, and throughout the course of the game, you find out that you are Dovahkiin, or Dragonborn. Essentially, this means when you kill a dragon, you absorb its soul, and gives you the ability to learn the dragon language, so you can use their magical dragon shout powers. And this is basically the plot. You are Dovahkiin, and you have to find out where these dragons are coming from and kill them all, and that's great. Or not, if you don't want to. You see, that's one of the great things about the Elder Scrolls franchise, is that they have a main story, but you don't have to follow it. You can completely ignore it if you want, because there's so much other stuff to do. I mean, there's a ton of different, side quests where it's like, hey, go kill this guy over there or whatnot, but they're, grand, big old story missions, storyline things that have nothing to do with the main plot. You can become a thief, a master mage, become a warrior, become a werewolf if you want. And that's one of the main things that's made the Elder Scrolls franchise always stand out, to me at least, is the freedom of it. You're essentially just a guy, or girl, if you choose, in a world that's full of possibilities, and you make your own game out of it. It's this big open sandbox. It's one of the most sandboxy sandboxes out there. The game series has always revolved around the play as you want sort of aspect of it, and that's what's great. And with this game, they've sort of refined the play as you want. In most, traditional RPGs, you go around and you kill a bunch of orcs or whatever, and then you level up, and then you get points which you can spend on magic or whatever, and that's how you progress through the game. But with the Elder Scrolls franchise, they always go with more of a, do whatever you want. If you start swinging an axe and hitting people with an axe, hey, your axe, swinging skill goes up. If you start throwing fireballs, hey, you get better at throwing fireballs. Basically, however you want to play the game, you just get better at that as you play. And with Skyrim, they stepped it up even further because they've gotten rid of all the classes. You no longer have to pick a class that, has a specialty. Basically, everyone can do anything. I can run around throwing lightning bolts from my hands like a Jedi Master and then decide, man, I don't really want to do this. I'm going to pick up a bow. I can just start using the bow, and then I get better as the bow as I progress through the game. It gives you the freedom to play however the hell you want. The game is packed with so many quests and missions and hubs. It's amazing. I mean, it looks beautiful. All the towns are really unique. It's no more copy-paste buildings everywhere. It's actually really incredible what they've done. It seems like they've gone back to more of what I experienced in Morrowind, whereas with Oblivion, the sequel was kind of it felt smaller and a lot more copy-paste, and this is broader. It's more like how I remembered the game being. And that's not to say the game's not without its problems, and honestly, the problems are the same problems these games always have. For starters, like with a lot of Bethesda games, there are some bugs in the game, and some of them will be hammered out, some of them won't. It seems like they do this a lot, but this time they're probably the least buggy of their game releases that I've seen in a while. And they've talked before about how they hired so many different voice actors for the game, and they got so many NPCs, but you do hear the same guys talking over and over again. It's like the same 3 voice actors do the, "Yeah, I'm Sven, and I am the Viking, yeah." And obviously, I know they've talked about trying to make it more PC focused, because with Oblivion it felt very consoleized. A lot of people criticized it for being too console friendly, and this game certainly is still a little bit console friendly, which I don't have a problem, but it does feel like the interface is kind of hard to deal with. Like, you're sitting there firing magic and you're like, I gotta switch spells. Press tab, open up my magic menu, scroll down to destruction, open, you know, it feels like there should be a lot more ease to clicking stuff, but at the end of the day, the combat's really simple. It's 2 buttons, and it's like, blah, blah, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a massive fanboy of the Elder Scrolls franchise, so take that with a grain of salt, whatever I'm about to say. Amazing, I love it, it's everything I was hoping for. Well, not everything, but I mean, it's more Oblivion, but it reminds me a lot more of Morrowind. It's still missing some of the things I loved about Morrowind, making my own spells so I could cheat the game, you know, without feeling like I was cheating the game. But it's so much to do, and I'm not even done. I'm gonna keep playing this. That's why, you know, I didn't shower, I didn't shave. I thought, should I do that? And I was like, no, that'd just take away from the time of me playing Skyrim. So, don't judge me, man. You know, I'm killing dragons and consuming them souls, and then I'm going and Vosrakta, you know, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I love it. It's amazing. I'm so glad I got it, and because I actually bought it. I didn't rent it or anything. I made sure to get it, because that's how I don't buy a lot of games. I have to rent them. I bought this, and it's so good. Get it, or not. I guess some people hate it. I don't know. To hell with you. I don't care. I love it. You'll probably love it too.